We're back! Hello, everyone! Hey, Jeremy. We're on the Burning Shores. We're about to talk to Admiral Garrett, your favorite character.
So, a barbarian strolls into camp with Seika. The two of you promised to find our missing people. Given our desperate situation, I have little choice but to agree. That doesn't mean I like trusting our fate to a stranger. Who are you? Where'd you come from?
My name is Aloy. As for my life story, does it matter if I can help?
I suppose it depends on the cost. Compliance has trained its sights on Seika. And by letting her gallivant off with a foreigner, I may have given her just enough rope to hang herself.
It seems to me she can take care of herself, but I'll do my best to keep her out of trouble.
Very well. To that end, is there anything you need to know?
Take it.
You seem to think highly of Seika.
She is an exemplary Marine. Persistent, selfless, resourceful. Being stranded is a battle of attrition. Everyone wears down eventually, but not her. Not yet. I've come to rely on her more and more. She's our best hope for finding the missing, I'm sure of that.
You said your situation was desperate. How did all this happen?
We sailed from across the Great Ocean. Ours was the tribe's most important mission in a century. It was to be my swan song. Now it will be my epitaph. A typhoon struck us midway, cleaving the fleet in two. I know not what happened to the other half. Scattered, stranded, probably sunk.
I don't know. There's always hope.
After we beached, I sent out scout boats to explore the coast. None returned. And I haven't the craft nor manpower to mount a search. First I lost half my fleet, now I've lost half the survivors, so don't speak to me of hope.
And yet, Seika found a clue on that focus.
You're just like her. Yet don't give up.
What if Aaron was actually his best bet for finding the missing? Great question.
Compliance sure seems to have a lot of sway around here.
Compliance officers are the eyes and ears of the Imperial House. It is their duty to ensure that the wisdom of our ancestors doesn't fall into the hands of our enemies. And so they ferret out the disloyal and disobedient. Inspections, interrogations, all in the name of security.
All I see is one man causing a lot of unrest in your camp.
Being liked is not part of Compliance's mandate. Assuming we ever return home, Ren will report on the crew to his superiors. That fact gives him a lot of influence. I can only pray that he uses it for the greater good.
You're just trying to picture Aaron in this guy?
I'll do my
Yeah.
best to help Seika bring back your people.
If they're even still alive. Keep her safe if you can.
Okay, so we're going to look for... We're going to do the side quest because this content is really short if we don't. So we're going to try to put in as much of the stuff that they give us. Jeremy, did you play the Burning Shores or is this new for you? Alright. Alright, goose. Okay, so we need Brine Shine. Quen Marine. This is probably the best one for me. That's probably the coolest looking one. Actually, no, this is probably the best one for me because I keep getting fucking killed by random shit. I need that. But this one.
Can I dye that outfit of yours, Outlander?
Done. Whew, my mistake. Did you watch those short little videos Pia posted the other day of some dude trying to find his friend at a party?
You're in luck.
And they walk like fucking NPCs. Notes since the wreck. A water-stained journal filled with muddy fingerprints and scrawled notes. Day 21. Finally, the tides are kind to us. We got enough shelters built and our sick, wounded are past the worst of it. Scouts are keeping an eye out for fresh medicinal herbs. Almost used up the dry stock I have salvaged from the wreck. Ulray came by yesterday with an injured jay he found. Insisted I do my best to help it. I have sailors to mend, not a broken bird. But given our current morale, I ended up promising to patch it up and set it free the moment it's strong. Sure. If it doesn't stop squawking to the stars soon though. Day 32, I found a healthy patch of matured wild ember not far from here. Steeped in hot water, it should induce a deep, dreamless sleep. Something many of us need right now. Day 39, named the bird Itchy. He's doing well, but his left wing's still hurt. He's a very sociable creature. Loves it when I tickle him under the beak. Having him around does raise the spirits. Day 48. Cook had some bitter leaf to spare. Decided to experiment. Crushed up, added a bowl of water, mixed with a dash of sea salt. It makes a curiously fizzy tonic. Its soothing taste may signal it's a good way to stave off pain. Day 61. Well, that's that. Itchy's cage has been open for almost 10 days now, and still he stays. I guess he's one of us now. Day 78. I knew something was off about the last night's lobster stew. Perfect time to test out my fizzy bitter leaf mix. Alright, where's Itchy? Where is Bird? There's Bird. Bird. I guess you're... yeah. There he is. There's Itchy. Hello, Bird. Yeah.
I see compliance is keeping busy.
You have no idea. Or maybe you do. Meet me at the burial grounds, up the western hill.
Okay.
I love this lady sees Aloy and is just like, alright, time to betray my people. Day 35, we ate the bird. We had no choice. I was half expecting the diary to go that route. I don't want to figure out what the fuck that is, but I guess we can't get up that way. Okay. See, I want to get all these, but I need brimstone for them, and I kind of want new armor more than I want new ammo, but I kind of need a new sharp shot bow more than I need a yeah. Well, hopefully we can find a bunch of brimstone.
Make use of my skill.
Alright. So, we're gonna do this quest. Side quest it is. Anyway. Jeremy, how are you? What are you up to today? What's life on the Jeremy side? That is to safe it off because the bird shat in it. Oh, the bird seemed like a good sort. He seemed like he wanted to be cool. This is new for you. You don't think Burning Shores is out when you played? Yeah, it wasn't out when I played the
Burial grounds.
original one either. So
Better wait at the campfire for that Quen soldier.
noticed there was a bird there, but it disappeared.
You came. I wasn't sure you would.
Well, I'm here. I'm guessing this has something to do with the compliance officer's inspections I saw earlier?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I saw you stand against compliance with Seika. You must have your own reasons for doing so. But just how far are you willing to go to oppose Rang?
I don't know who any of these people are really.
Do what I can. Look, I get that you're not quick to trust, but I can only help if you let me.
I suppose you're right. Especially in times like these. You've seen the influence compliance has here. It's even worse back home. But there are a few of us who do whatever we can to undermine them. We joined the fleet to further our cause, led by Diviner Enki. A while back, Enki set out with a crew to recover a priceless shipping manifest, disguised as a scouting trip.
But they never made it back.
Exactly. Only Enki and Kelva, another ally, knew the true purpose of their expedition. That manifest could lead us to undiscovered focus caches back in the Great Delta. Which is why I need your help to find Enki, or finish what he started.
The manifest that Enki was after, you said it could lead to more focuses?
Stockpiles of them, all back in the Great Delta. Only diviners are allowed to study the legacy, and from what Enki told me, only part of it at that.
So with focuses of your own, you could learn the truth for yourselves.
Not just learn, use. Everything the Quen have built, our fleets, our technologies, comes from the legacy. The true might of the Empire. With that knowledge and power on our side, we could finally loosen the stranglehold the boards have on our people. Maybe even overthrow them altogether.
So when you joined the expedition, you were after this shipping manifest?
This is Expedition 33.
Not quite. The fleet was originally bound for a different city far to the north, one we believed held many powerful secrets. Enki had hoped to recover as much knowledge as he could before it fell into the hands of the other diviners. After we wound up here, he found a scrap of data that mentioned the manifest and its supposed location. He realized this find would more than make up for our failed operation. It was a wind in our sails. Hope, at last.
I'm guessing there are more compliance officers like Rang back home?
Rang is a poisonous toad. But the Board of Compliance is the black heart of the Empire.
Salt toads.
It breeds fear and suspicion. All Quen are expected to watch for any sign of disobedience or malcontent. Turns neighbor against neighbor. Even divides families. My own brother, eager to rise in the ranks, reported our mother to compliance. She was innocent, of course. But after they released her from interrogation, she wasn't quite the same.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
That kind of betrayal, it never really heals.
I'll try to find Enki's expedition. Where exactly were they headed?
An island far to the southwest. Enki believed the manifest would be found in a ruin there. I also thought I saw smoke rising from another island east of it. Perhaps they ran into some trouble on the way?
It's worth a look.
If, ancestors forbid, something happened to Enki out there, his focus can still help our cause, and the manifest he was after.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Bitch is like, huh, barbarians, they believe our sob story so easy.
There's two leads to look into. If the shipping manifest Enki was after points the Quen to more focuses, it could really change things in their homeland.
We don't want to go there yet. We're gonna do the side quest here, guys. So let's go steal her skiff. Fortunately, the Burning Shore side quests are pretty interesting, I think. Because I personally thought the Quen were very interesting, and finding out more about their culture
Let's
is
see.
pretty cool.
Not a bad way to get around.
Jeremy, however, hated the Quen and wanted nothing to do with their. Jeremy wasn't quite the same after the interrogation either, though, guys. Both too slow. Go faster. So this DLC has a bit of an issue. Okay. I want to go around the silent. No. Was it pointing me that way? And that issue is that it came up with a way to get rid of it in a decent way, thankfully. But it essentially creates a problem with many games that introduce flying as a concept. It tries to put you back on the ground, and that's a bad thing because players get used to and enjoy flying in games, and the moment you stop letting them fly, it's like you're restricting them, and players don't tend to like that.
Might be the distress signal Theo mentioned. Let's leave it here.
Alright, what do we got? We got a Ravager.
Machine's riled up about something on that ramp. There's a Quen stuck on that ruined bridge. I better get in there and clear out those machines. Should try using something other than shock ammo.
See you later, Cannon.
That's right. Hit him where it hurts. There you go.
Ooh, get away. See what I mean? Doesn't matter how fucking far you dodge, they... I can't fucking hit that giant glowing blue spot. Alright. He dead. I mean, flying licenses are a bit different because they allow you to have access to flying again. You just got a small thing you gotta do to access it. That's not a big deal. It is a similar concept though, to what I'm talking about. I'm more talking about World of Warcraft and its need to remove flying for entire expansions until you then fulfill a whole bunch of obtuse, annoying achievements to get flying back. Now that doesn't seem to be a problem going forward because dragon flying seems to be the route they were taking, but holy hell, most expansions for the last little while have been like going into WoD and not letting you fly the whole expansion was awful.
Keep your distance. Now, give it all you got.
Break off all this bitch's armor. Maybe we'll get some Ridgewood here. We'll replenish that stash that I've used up. Is there any more?
Clever one.
Oh, stop it, hit you.
You flip it!
What? I'm gonna knock off its ass turret. Or at least that weird belly sack that these things usually have. I guess I already did. Hang on. Gotcha. Alright, where'd that stalker go? You fuck.
You clipped its weapon! Use it!
Damn it. Okay, why did that one do so much damage though? I know these machines are stronger than what we've seen before, but like that was like almost all my health in a single hit. Is that are there seriously that many robots here? Shit. I don't think this robot's gonna bother us. Anyway, honestly, given it is Blizzard, you're surprised they didn't introduce a premium pass to enable flying immediately. Hey, 10 gauge. How's it going, 10DG? Yeah, it's possible.
Oh,
They would have
please,
done that.
back.
Yeah, typically FF14 does it too, but they at least give you flying back right away. WoW used to make you go through entire expansions, and then even after that, it wasn't until like the third or fourth patch that they'd let you fly again, and people were pissed. They were like, "You give out so many flying mounts, and yet we can't use them in any of the content. What the fuck?" And then for the longest time, you couldn't fly in some of the areas at all. Any of the Burning Crusade areas on Azeroth. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. Okay, you can stop that now.
Okay, Harry.
That's a dead machine, yo.
Check on that Quen.
Day off today. Excellent. Flying mount, as Sass calls his penis. No, that's my ground mount. It keeps me grounded in reality when I look at it. You're at work and you're helping the evil corporate overlords decide who to fire? Do they need to fire someone, or is this just an attempt to save money?
Are you all right?
You know what you should do? Suggest they fire one of the higher ups.
So what's an Outlander doing all the way out here?
My name's Aloy. I met your tribe back at your settlement. I'm here to look for Enki's expedition.
I see. I'm Rokomo. Diviner Enki was my charge. We ran into machine trouble on a small island to the west. I had no choice but to drag Enki out of there. Didn't get far, obviously. A strange gyre smashed our boat into the ruins offshore. Barely made it to this island. And then we ran into those damn machines. Enki saw them before I did. Took a blow in my stead. He died from his wounds not long after.
If Enki is gone, I was asked to return his focus.
Impossible. It was lost to the waves. But now that you're here, maybe there's still a chance for my comrades. I left them on that island. Please, you have to help them.
Okay, I'll do what I can. But what about you? I can't just leave you here.
Now, don't worry about me. I cobbled together a raft. With those machines gone, I can get back to the settlement on my own.
Okay. Be safe then. I should head to the other island.
Yeah.
See if there are any survivors.
They're willing to get rid
If
of.
Smoke is sunk with their boat, I might be able to recover it. I gotta find that gyre Rokumo mentioned.
They're willing to get rid of like 0.3 of people for.
Is this
Right.
easy?
They're willing to get rid of like one lower level people that'll save them 0.3% of a profit margin, but they could just fire a useless exec who costs way more. Makes 10 times the amount the bottom guys do, but no, it's the bottom guys that gotta go. The company I work for, before we were bought, actually did the opposite. They cut a whole bunch of middle management and a few upper management to save costs because there was a lot of like redundant positions that they got rid of. I was shocked to see it happen. It won't ever happen again. Look, little birds. Hello, little birds. Hi, little birds.
I think I'm getting close to the island Rokumo mentioned.
It's never the useless ones they fire either. I guess that's why they're having Tenny pull the data on that. Maybe we might see that actually be the case here, but even then, like, they're probably gonna be like, "Hey, Tenny, thanks for the data. You're fired." Sorry, Tenny. You're gonna have to look for work again. Wasn't this the island? Oh, god damn it. Go to this island. That bird just jumped into the water. Like your old fucking sales rep. Yeah, that dish. The worst part about that situation, Jeremy, was is not only did he not get fired for anything ever,
Machines.
they kept giving him
I'll have to clear
fucking
them out
new
before I
positions
look
in the
around.
company for some reason. Are you sure where you're not on the shopping block? But and see, hey, Tenny, let me tell you something. You are always on the shopping block. Not you specifically, just everybody. As long as you don't have exec, VP, or any other high up position in your title, you are always on the chopping block. That's it. We're back, guys. We're going to be back with more Burning Shores here in just a moment.